Hey y'all, welcome back to Shadow of the Colossus. It's me, your guy Platypete, here with Wander and Aggro, and Mono and the birds. It's funny, I started the game up to see if Aggro would go visit Mono. Oh, is she doing it now? She might be just leaving. So far, she just only ran up to Wander and did like a little dance, and then she like goes. But yeah, here we've got almost all the Colossuses down now. Only a few left. Only 3. Surprise, it's me! Okay, I think I remember where to go for this next, because the next one is the Colossus who's in like an old abandoned city. Well, that's weird. L2 isn't, oh wait, is my, maybe my right stick is putting a little bit, yeah, there we go. This, I am using my original, I say my original, the original DualShock controller that came with this PS2 when I bought it, and it's a little bit funky these days. Oh, this is one of those areas where we could ride the birds, maybe. I need to do that at some point on the stream. Birds. You know, birds. I guess not. We'll have to keep waiting. Oh, camera. We almost ran into that pole. That was a close one. Yeah. We should be going up this way, I think. It's up. I can't really zoom in on it. But it's like up there, I think. Through the forest. Where we went last time. I guess through these posts, yeah. It's nice and tranquil going through here. So I hope the stream is okay. It's like really stuttering on my poor old laptop. Really struggling. So wait, I'm trying to remember now. Oh, I went the wrong way. It's specifically not through the forest, but like across the desert. The other way. Oh, don't run into the wall, aggro. Take a little care for yourself. Oh. I'm letting you lead, aggro. Boy, I guess she doesn't look that far ahead to be able to avoid those cliffs and edges. And look at that bridge. I like that bridge. Weird. I probably need to update this model at some point. I kind of designed it in a funny way. My VTuber model, that is. The 3D model. Was it this way? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. The Colossus I'm thinking of is later. Oh, okay. I know where to go. That's so strange. I didn't think this was the next one, but I guess it is. It makes more sense that this... Because I was thinking it would be a little weird if this one was the penultimate Colossus to, like, the final one. Because the final Colossus is a big deal. Not just because it's the last in the group, but just like the way that it, the lead up to it and everything. So yeah, it makes sense that the one I was thinking of is the next Colossus, not this current, the one after this Colossus. Current one. Oh, is that a lizard I see? It's a regular lizard. Hello, bird. I'm gonna have my hand empty because if we can ride a bird, then I want to. I feel like it'll be here, and I want to be able to leap at that opportunity, so to speak. Quite literally leap at it. Maybe we can go through there? I'm gonna go around. Oh yeah, I was saying I set up my VTuber model a little weird. Since I just wanted the mouth to like open and close, it's basically like all the phonemes are like open mouth. So if I make like a mouth, like almost any mouth shape will just be like wide open mouth, even if it doesn't make sense. Oh, I have the shrine already. So those are all different mouth shapes, but it just opens the mouth. Open your mouth. Just like in the, what was it, Nintendo Pokemon Ami feature from, I think it was Sun and Moon. It was a weird trailer. Like Pikachu's on the bottom screen and it says, open your mouth. You feed him a little treat. So this is where I went the time where I glitched out, and I did it wrong. Where I clearly was not supposed to have gone there yet. And I should have recognized. I should have checked the sword. I should have checked my sword nav. I thought I knew where I was going, but clearly my sense of direction is not that good. Right? Like right now. Dang it, I knew I should turn to the other turn. There's a turn like over here. Yeah. We want to go through this these steps. Oh, gee. Aggro. Okay, we make it right. I guess it's my fault for pushing her to gallop. Oh, hey, Mav, welcome. How you doing? How have you been? Ooh. Got Cheeser. Welcome also to the stream, Cheeser the rat. I'm in good company. You're still surviving? That's good. Stay. We all got to stay strong out there. Yeah. I was saying earlier that I've got 3 Colossuses left, and none of them are my particular favorites, but they're all right. This is where we were. This is what this cave was supposed to look like from that other stream, by the way. And you can see that there's water. Aggro doesn't like to swim. Sorry, Aggro. I didn't realize it was this soon. We're gonna have to go on without you. So we saw some of this arena on the previous stream. I've done this. I swear I've done this multiple times where I came to this Colossus den before I was supposed to on like my previous playthrough of this, and then I've just relived that live on stream. But now we are supposed to go here, and I know we are because there's 3 left, and the one that I thought was up is not the one that we're going to. As much as you love the game, even you know some paths are unfinished when they should have been. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you didn't see the previous stream, the entrance to this area was using the wrong like level of detail model or something, so this whole area was not loaded. I like bugged out the game a little bit, but yeah. That's to be fair. That is fair though, Indie Retro. Welcome to stream, by the way. Yeah, I've watched some of Nomad Colossus' videos on the all the unfinished and like missing Colossuses and stuff. It's really fascinating. And stuff like the one thing that I still haven't done that I want to do at some point is to ride one of the birds, because I know you can like grab their talons and ride them, because that was going to be a Colossus like that needed you to ride it. Oh yeah, that's it. Colossus EXE is the stream moment. We had a moment at the end of a stream a few streams ago. Here we go. Here's the next one. It's kind of a lion. Okay, I need to remember how to do this one. Are we able to climb it? I don't remember. There's some classes that just should have been in the game, like the spider one. Yeah! But they couldn't reduce damage or something. Yeah, I imagine that it was just like... I've seen some demos of like there's that team that's like trying to recreate the Lost Colossuses. And I've seen their demo of like the spider they've come up with, and I'm like, yeah, that would be really complicated. Like, at some point you just, like, have to drop features just in order to get something finished. And I imagine that... I could believe that's part of it. But also, like, the idea that, yeah, that, like, the spider was doing too much damage. Which is interesting. Like, it just wasn't feasible to fight it. That would make sense, too. Hello. Oh, jeez. I have to get it to knock over one of these, I thought. It's like we have to climb up on these pillars, and I forgot how to get there. I think we have to get over that way. I'm being really risky right now. The end of this, though, doesn't make sense. It's kind of confused at what it means. Yeah, I'm curious to, like... Because I remember the ending to the game, to Shadow of the Colossus, but... I totally get that. It's like, even after playing Eco, which maybe there's, like, some referential stuff in there to it, it, like, doesn't totally make sense. Oh, dang it. I was trying to... I wasn't paying attention. Oh, did it? Was that not it? Oh, I thought it like rammed into the thing. Whoop. Go into the canals. Ah, dang it. I was too slow. Ah, rats. This one is hard. I know I kind of remember what to do. I'll try and figure it out. But I think we're kind of safe if we go into the little canal areas. Hey, Crooked Manus. Probably best that I reset. Oh yeah, did I screw up somewhere? It's been over 20 years. Oh, like since you last played this Indie Retro? Yeah. Still nothing's answered regarding the series. Yeah. I mean, I think in a way it's meant to stand on its own. And a lot of where people get tripped up is trying to make it make sense in relative to the other Eco games, but I don't think they need to. Yeah, let's go back to the start here, right? You know, it's funny, Crooked Manus. I remember the whole point of this fight being like running away to the next area, but maybe you're right. Maybe I need to be doing something here first. Oh. Oh, gee, it's the camera's too close. I can't see. What if I got on here? It was trying to knock this over before. This feels like it might do something. Like there's no exposed part yet, so I can't like exactly. It's like, yes, there's the Colossus. Sword's like, what do you want me to tell you, buddy? I mean, it's there. I'm like, I don't know, Sword, help me. Okay, there we go. I had to drop the tension a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think this is what I was remembering. Here we are. Oh, camera's trying. It's like kind of an awkward angle. Oh, we can jump too. This game is one of, if not the only open world PS2 game the console ever had. Maybe? I wonder. It depends on what you count. Because I think, like, GTA was on the PS2, and those games were open world. Yeah, it's oh yeah, I love Shadow of the Colossus. It's an awesome game. I'm curious what else to think of. There's nothing that quite has the scope, I think, of Shadow of the Colossus on the PS2. It's just got like they're probably bigger worlds, but there's nothing that like quite oh, I see. We're making a path for ourselves. There's nothing that quite like feels this big, and part of it is because the game is empty, but also like climbing all over these giant creatures. This is a bad example because it's not, because it's the lion who's not very big. Oh, you thought I lost it there for a second, didn't you? Okay, let's try that again. I guess this one can be kind of tricky. I guess each of these towers ends up like a almost like a checkpoint, but if you fall down, you can potentially go back pretty far. Because I remember there's that wall that like is very like shoddy looking and like ready to fall apart. Pretty sure that's where we're ultimately going here. Okay. I gotta draw its attention, clearly. Hey, get back here. Yeah, realistic looking fur. Oh yeah, that's true. I don't think they exactly had like fur physics or anything like really fancy like you would think of in modern games, but I'm actually curious. I want to pay more attention to the Colossus fur and see like how much is going on there, because I feel like my first thought was like, yeah, they had all this fur and they had to like keep it simple. But I'm wondering like what else is going on there. There's definitely some like motion with it from what I remember from all these streams. I'm just gonna bother you if you don't attack me. Yeah, it's like, I think like being like an open world game is maybe not unique on its own. And like the realistic looking fur is like a great accomplishment, but it's like all of these things together, I think, are what make such an impression. Ooh. They worked around imitation well by giving the visual impression that it's coarse. So it's, oh yeah, that's true. I was thinking that like in the last stream, like, do you think the I was thinking like oh man, I did that wrong. That yeah, the Colossus fur looks very like it might be very rough, like a bear or something. Get up, you fool. You scrambling fool. I don't think we can't use the bow from up here, can we? No, we can't. But I'll have it ready. Yeah, and the fur is able to look stiffer than like modern renders. Yeah, that's true. It's like intentional or not. The clever thing is that it just works for these giant creatures. Like if they were like soft and fluffy, I don't think it would make sense. But you make it coarse, and then that also allows you to be like, hey, we just don't have to we don't have to have like an especially realistic fur render because that's not what we're doing. Dang, and I love this too. All these like interactable environment things are cool too, because like I think this fight is known for being kind of tedious and like very specific of what you have to do. But it's also really, I like it. It's really clever. Like you gotta get the lion Colossus to knock over these pillars, and like they like slowly topple, and like there's debris and stuff. Like even this like tower, which is clearly supposed to be much sturdier, is also like getting rocked by the Colossus here. It's great. And like the other small Colossus that we fought had, like, you had to scare it with the fiery torch. Which is super cool. And something that people had a hard time figuring out. But I thought it's also, like, intentionally or not, like a little... It feels like a little nod to Eco, where like, the first thing that you... The first, like, big action you take in Eco is to pick up a lit stick. A stick with, like, fire on it. Oops. I'm not dead, am I? Okay. I thought I would be on the pillar. Oh, hello. Oh, look, it's all these boxes that we can't push. Oh man, box push is sad. Whoop. This thing will kill me in 2 hits. Okay. Okay, we're kind of back where we started. Let's see. I want to get up high somewhere, right? Made you angry. It's like there's something in that area and I screwed it up. Oh yeah, the arrows even stay placed on the Colossus, and they don't disappear over time like in modern games. Yeah. Although, to be fair to modern games, that's kind of like the smart thing to do. Because if you don't make the arrows disappear, then that's like an extra asset that has to stay present. And, oh my gosh, wait, if we roll off a ledge, he just, like, falls flat on his face? I never noticed that. Crap, where am I supposed to... Whoop. Okay, we can't climb up this one. I thought so. Okay. There should be other ones that we can get on. Come on. Knock over this thing and get collapsed on. I should actually be on the other side, shouldn't I? Oh, this guy's smart. Maybe. Or are you smart? You can't get me from that side. There we go. Close one. Oh boy. But yeah, it's admirable to do like the little details like that, the arrows sticking around. Although it definitely is why the performance is like not great in places. Like, I don't remember if Eco had all that much slowdown, but it feels like Shadow of the Colossus didn't have a lot of optimization put into it. Or they just didn't have like the time to do that. Oh, it's all scraggly and scruffy and sad. No, I was jumping. It didn't let me jump. Oh, I'm gonna die. Camera. Hello. It's getting stuck on the debris. Nope. How do I'm trying to remember how to get on this guy. Okay, that kind of works. Come on, get on there, Wander. He can't get a grip. I think we just need to get him out into this area in order to have a chance. Oh, smart. Oh, you're a smart critter. Also, I'm sweating like crazy and I don't know why. Oh, what? Get on, you fool. You're gonna die. Oops. Okay, there. That's what we need to do. Oh, I didn't even hit it. Okay. Come on. Can I get him a third time, or am I getting greedy? Let's see. No, I'm getting greedy. What? Get up. Oh, jeez. Come on, Wander. You gotta work with me, buddy. Get up, get up, get up. Okay. We're dead, probably. Oh, that's not it. Can you get one more? Oh, no. Almost. No, don't. Oh boy, that's why they put these little like ledges on the edge, because they were like, actually, the jumping doesn't really get you high enough. Oh, what? Come on, we just need one more. Ooh. There it is. Oh, the sky went dark. Oh yeah, also pushing the console's limits. Yeah, that's definitely part of it. Like, cause you have, I don't know how powerful the PS2 was in this respect. Definitely a big ask to have such a big world loaded all at one time. Oh, maybe she said wander that time. Hard for me to tell. Yes, I would like to save. Thank you. Oh, you wish this game gave you a choice regarding each of the Colossus? Because we're sacrificing them all to save... just to save one person. And, well, we don't know what we're doing. I think it's pretty clear we don't realize, like, the full weight of it. Yeah, that's why I feel like you kind of have to for the story they're telling though, like as much as Wander is trying to revive Mono, it's kind of a selfish quest because we don't know what she wanted. We don't know like the circumstances of her death or the curse that they're talking about. That specifically Wander talks about. I think it has to be that, like it's a condemnation of violence in that sense. Ah, here we go. The sentry in a destroyed city. So this is the one that I thought was next, but it actually makes more sense for the penultimate Colossus to also be really big. So it's good this was the next one. Woo woo, oh, zoom in. Power zoom, power zoom. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. I forgot, but it's like a feature they kept from Eco is that you can move the camera and zoom in cutscenes, which is very fun. Aggro. Whoops. Hang on. I'm sorry I left you alone for so long, aggro. Aw. And you get these little moments where you can show kindness. And, like, many people may not have even noticed that. But, like, there's this clear delineation where, like, you can be really reckless with aggro and, like, throw her into dangerous situations, but also you can be kind. And she is, loyal to the end. She's, like, undyingly loyal. Which is a thing. Yeah, for all we know, Mono doesn't even... Oh, yeah. We don't even know if Mono's gonna be the same person when she's revived. I hadn't even thought of that either. I think the implication is there. I think it's pretty strongly implied that she's, like... She's recently deceased enough that she can be brought back like Wesley in the, Princess Bride. She's only mostly dead. We can bring her back for a small fee of your own toil and sacrifice and probably you dying at the end. Yeah. I think we were talking several streams ago, or I was talking about it several streams ago, how, like, I guess it makes sense that Wander is doing a kind of a selfless thing of, like, endangering his life and putting everything at risk to save somebody else's life. But it also, I feel like it also is kind of selfish, because this is clearly somebody that he knows personally and he cares about, in the case of Mono. And I don't know how you would make things different and keep the same story they were trying to tell. Because they're doing, like, a... We talked in the Eco Let's Play about, Miyazaki inspiration, and there's clearly a lot of Princess Mononoke in this game. Where there was a bit of Castle in the Sky in the last one. Yeah. Yeah, like with Eco and eventually The Last Guardian, choosing not to engage with the premise results in a less interesting story. Like, if we were allowed to just leave when the Queen told us to, yeah. If the Queen told us to leave and we just left, then, like, okay, that's the end of the game, bye. It's, yeah, so, like, player choice, I think, doesn't make as much... I don't know where... You could make a different story that involves player choice more. I think the most you can do with the story they're trying to tell here is, like, if you could choose which Colossus to battle in what order. But if you don't slay all the Colossuses, then there's no... Like, you don't revive Mono, and the rest of the story doesn't happen. It's also, you know, this came out at a time when, in video gaming... Am I even going the right way? Oh, I am. This came out at a time in video gaming when, like, kind of mindlessly violent stories were the norm, and so this really stood out as, like, hey, we're making a statement about how video games can be conscious of that context and can, like, reject the idea that violence is naturally heroic or necessary for heroism. And I mean, it's a small step, but I think a necessary one. Maybe it isn't even necessary. You could probably do better. But you know, Shadow of the Colossus, I like it. Oh, hello. Another lizard to catch. Its tail. Oh, don't be like that. Yeah, got him in one. Wow, that was the easiest one. Right at the end. Yeah, if Wander just doesn't do the quest, then nothing happens. Technically, you do have a choice, but it's just turning off the game. Yeah, kind of like, Spec Ops: The Line. I had a conversation about that recently. There's that big moment near the end where the guy's like, you could have turned away, you could have just stopped. He doesn't say you could have turned off the game, but you could have turned off the game. I guess Metal Gear Solid 2 a little bit. Although that one's got its own problems. Oh, Telltale... Oh, wait, you mean the Walking Dead Telltale game? Or a different one? one of the other Telltales. We're talking about making a very different game, I think. Oh, you mean just in general? Like, yeah. Well, I think that's the thing. The way Telltale did it was that they told a different kind of story. Or different types of stories, generally. And you could probably do that with a game about, battling giant Colossus. But I wonder, like, if you choose to battle the Colossus and not kill it, then, like, what are you doing instead? And I don't mean that as a rhetorical question. I mean, like, how do you make that... How do you make a game like this where you don't actually kill the Colossus at the end? Oh yeah, I love how this is another place that you could just go to. You could go here early, and there's just no Colossus ready to fight you. And you could just be like, wow, look at this big, like, arena. It's even got, like, these... Or, you know, Dorman called this a city, but this feels almost more like a coliseum, where, like, these areas on the ground were structures or just, like, temporary, like, spaces to put up temporary things. But what if you could help the Colossus in some way, and then they reward you by doing the same thing as the demon, but better? Oh, maybe. In that case, you kind of run into, like, optimal strategy problems where, like, is saving the Colossus more difficult but a better result? Because then people will just do that anyway. You know what I mean? And then it's not so much a choice of, like, morality or role-playing. It ends up being, like, do you want to be a bet... Like, do you want... Like, there sort of ends up being a better outcome, right? Also, big, like, warrior Colossus with, like, a thing. Kind of another Minotaur design. With a sword. Okay, now I gotta remember how to do this one. I have some idea. Yeah, save the animals versus don't save the animals. Oh, yeah. That one is interesting because it ends up being, like, time difference. Like, you have to risk yourself to save the animals. It's a little detail about Super Metroid that I really like, actually. Oh, that hurt me a little bit, huh? Gosh, I'm trying to... Like, there's a place you can get to that's, like, low enough to climb up, and I forget where it is. We need another game like this, but inspired by... UT game. Yeah. What? UT game? Which game? I agree. Like, I would love to see another game about, like, clambering over giant creatures. Like, I guess Wind Waker... I guess Breath of the Wild kind of did that. Oh, I remember now. Okay, got it. Oh, man. This is like the other sword-wielding Colossus, but we have to do it, like, more. We have to do it smarter. And not get killed. Come on. Come on and hit me. Oh, that hit me? That hit me, like, the wrong way? Jeez. Okay, kind of. Oh, Undertale. Right. I think I'm gonna die on this one, but at least I tried. No, there's a specific one that we need, isn't there? This one? Like, not exactly Undertale, but inspired by it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, like the same idea of, you can kill or can't kill things. I wonder, though, Undertale is its own discussion, isn't it? Oh, dang it! I didn't have to sit right next to where it was stomping. We can try again. I'm kind of distracted. It'd be like, do you do what you're told unquestionably and get the worst result, or figure out that you're not supposed to do it because the game rewards you better, but that requires players to not know beforehand what the real goal of the game is. And the spread of information on the internet shoots it in the foot. Yeah. I mean, I think you can still design games around those ideas, you just have to be smarter about it. If you're going to design a game that's like the secret good ending, then you need to design around that. I think that there's also, though, there's room for a game that doesn't have an objectively good or bad ending. Like, that ends up being so much of the outcome of these morality choices, right? Like, you design a game where you can choose to be a good guy or a bad guy, or like if you perform well enough, then you'll get like the good ending where everybody lives. But that's like specifically very limited. Oh, come on. I couldn't move any faster than that. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up. Oh, I gotta do that again and probably die. Okay. And he didn't even push up the right one. Okay, I gotta stand on this one. Yeah, because exactly, like, if there's an optimally best ending of a game, then people will figure out how to get it. Oh, no, wait. What? What? Okay, let's try again. Oh, I thought it was stomping. Okay, it's stomping. Oh, what? I pressed the crouch button. I should just stand on this one. Oh, you mean maybe a game like Fallout? I guess where I'm coming from is that at some point you end up having like I think no matter what, it would be great to have another game that plays like this, like, at all. Legitimately like Shadow of the Colossus. What? Come on, stomp. Do a stomp. There we go. Jeez. That took so long to do. Okay, I'm gonna try and focus. We can discuss game design afterwards. Or discuss amongst yourselves, for sure. Oh, shucks, there's an upper level, is it there, to this? I'm trying to remember how high up we have to get. Maybe this is the wrong side. Yeah, I might not be able to get up any higher from here. Oh, I thought it was going for another swing. Oh. Hey, what gives? I'm crouching and it doesn't work. And I'm still getting knocked around. Wander's not looking too good. Like, I'm thinking no matter what you do with a game that has like a any kind of morality system, you're going to impose some kind of value on some choices versus others. Maybe I can do it from here. Yeah, looking at this like a choice MMO-like game. Hence why you mentioned Fallout. Yeah. You mean like old Fallout, right? Or Fallout New Vegas style, where you like there are intelligent different choices that you can make. I say intelligent like you can make informed decisions, that's what I mean. Yeah. Wait, what? Swing your sword. Oh, okay. It's like, I'm pretty sure we need to get up to that walkway up there, and I'm trying to remember how to get up to higher levels with this guy. I might just need to go onto a different side. Are you taunting me? Man, it's really that big. I can't crouch to avoid getting like thrown around. It's like I need to get to those upper levels, and then there's like stairways. Maybe I can try that other side, and it's like closer. It might be only one of these areas is like actually useful for what I'm trying to do, and the others are just not. Oh, come on. Oh no, not this one. Unless it's at this side. Yeah, old Fallout before 76 existed, yeah. Ah, yes. How could we ever forget? Okay, big guy. We're gonna make this happen this time, right? It's even got fingernails. Okay. Now I think we go up here, and this is the right idea somehow. Okay, this looks like I can reach it. No? No? I'm kind of at a loss here. Because I've done this before, and I just don't really remember. Is it not this one? I just gotta try each of these until I find one that has, like, enough rubble to climb up. Come on. I'm just gonna die again at this rate. Dorman! Fine, Dorman. Find much higher ground, yeah? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, great. Great suggestion, Dorman. What do you think I'm doing? Do you have any recommendation on how to get there? You big oaf. Okay. Did that knock something loose? Generally wish the atmosphere on this level was a focus of more games. Yeah. That's true. Like, especially... like, the visual design of Shadow of the Colossus is just incredible. There's a lot of, like, I don't know how they did it, but maybe it's, like, the level of distance stuff. They managed to have some, or maybe they just figured out how to do depth of field, because there's definitely a lot of depth of field going on in this. That makes a huge difference. It makes everything feel even bigger. You know, I'm gonna go to this one, because I feel like this one was the one that I remember going to. Oh, okay, it's got to sidle over. Oh, hang on a second. All right. Oh, it still hurt me a little bit. That might just be hard mode. Okay. Go, go, go. We have a slope up here? Ah. No, I need to build up a little more jump strength for that. Leave me alone, Dorman. How? But I can't jump up to those. I can't jump up to those because the rocks are like blocking it. Hang on. No, take. Heck, man. Unless it's on the other side. Okay, let's try this then. What? I'm supposed to grab into that little gap, right? I can't jump that high. Right? No. Can I reach this? I cannot. It's like, it's so close. If we could just, like, push these stones out of the way. Or something. Then I could get up there. Yeah, you feel like I have the right idea, don't know what's going wrong. Let's try the outside. I was scooting around the outside before, but there's, like, nothing to really reach onto. I think it might just not be this one. Or I get... Although, I don't know, when I like, jump up this way... Whoops. Oh, that's cool. I just gotta get him to knock down more of them, I suppose. So, okay, so... In keeping with the rest of the game, there isn't one specific one you have to get, it's just... Get it to swing the sword and, like, knock down some of the shit. Knock down enough of them until you can get up there. I thought so. I was looking up and it looked like the additional stones that were up there could be knocked free, and I just had to, like, get the right conditions. Okay. So maybe there's enough now? Ah, here we go. Multiple ones on top of each other. So from here we can go. I think that, you know what I'm remembering? Is like once you've got enough stones knocked down, when you have to get back on the Colossus, you just go to the same spot where you got up on the first time. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Good on your wander. I feel like sometimes there are these short little, like, there are these short jumps that you need to do and, like, kind of fumble. It's kind of hard to get them right. Okay, let's be sneaky. Maybe we can, like, let it come over here. Oh, you don't see me. I think it does see me. No, 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 no. No, what the heck? I didn't even get a chance to use that one. All right. Cool. Am I supposed to be sneakier, maybe? Or I just can't go out to the middle. Feels like. I want to say this one feels the most like out of all the Colossus, this feels the most like it's wearing armor. Like the architecture isn't part of it. Whereas many of the other Colossus look like it's almost like scales or a shell or something. This one looks like it's like a not strictly natural material. Oh yeah, enjoy your dinner, Mav. You've got time, because it'll be a while before I get to the last Colossus. You won't, I hope you won't miss it. It's kind of a big deal. Or I say I hope. I think you won't miss it. Okay. Is she smart? Well, maybe we can identify weak spots from over here. It was on the head and on the, like, back, maybe? Or it's one of its shoulders. Oh yeah, I think this is also one of the unique Colossus battle themes in the game. A lot of them share battle themes, but I think this guy gets a unique one. Quickly. I'm not even filling up the bar anymore. I'm just listening for the audio cue of when he goes, hit! Like Link. I say that and then I'm actually waiting for the bar to fill. Oh, no. Oh my god, I fell the whole way down. Dang it. I was just trying to be clever and save a little stamina. Save a little grip gauge. Dang it. Wonder's looking at me like, seriously? I can't believe you. Look at me, look at how beat up I am. Oh, it's the wrong... Oh no, it's the right... It works. Colossus had both of them. I think in some games they would probably lock the Colossus to only stamp in like the middle of like one of those planks, but in this one they're a little more flexible. And I appreciate that. It makes it feel a little more natural. Whoops. I'm getting a little impatient. Trying to climb it back up here now. Yeah. I wonder though, thinking again to games with choice in Fallout and Undertale. I don't know, does Undertale kind of come up short as far as game choice is concerned? Like if you think about it, there's the like really hard evil route and the pretty easy like good one. And like everybody kind of acknowledges what like the moral weight of each one. There's not much like role play in there. It's just like either you're a good guy or you're a mean bastard who just kills everything. It feels more like a meta commentary on games than like the best way that you could do moral choice decision making. Oh yeah, there's in between it. Yeah, I mean there's like the neutral one and like that's true. I guess they I haven't played Undertale enough to really see all of that, have I? They get really fucked up depending on who you target. Oh, interesting. Dorman, leave me alone. Leave me alone, Dorman. I know what I'm doing. Or at least I like to think so. I thought I targeted, like, its shoulder or its other arm has one. There. Oh, I see something. Weak spot. Oh, you dropped your sword. Oh, shared music now. Okay, now what? His hand, maybe? Oh, you can see what happens if you spare everyone but undying, or if you kill everyone but at a time. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah. I have to say, I almost would have got one of those endings. When I played Undertale, I almost accidentally killed Papyrus because I didn't understand, like, what I had to do to beat his battle. I think he's the first one where you can't just, like, you have to survive his fight and rather than being able to, like, find a mercy option for him, which totally threw me. I thought I had to, like, hurt him enough and he would, like, give up. But that was a bad idea. Okay, let's let you shake. Yeah, Undertale, I can't be really critical of Undertale. Even though I was trying to be a second ago. There's so much attention to detail and care for the writing and the characters. Okay, maybe, I guess it's its hand. How do I get down to its hand? It seems like a bad idea to go to its hand, but I did make it drop its sword. I also don't want to have to climb all the way back up here if there's like another access, another point of access. Oh, hello. Like that. Oh, dang it. Well, I did. Is this even the one that I did? No, it's not. I gotta go this way. Yeah, unique stuff for each ending. That makes sense. See, that's a weird one. Reminds me of, I think Dan Olsen did like a very short video about this topic. The idea of, in a weird way, Undertale, it very clearly casts like a morality judgment on the different kinds of endings you can get in those games, in that game. But it also clearly wants you to do all of them. So like they want you to be an evil bastard who kills everything. Which is weird, right? Like, you would think, like, oh no, clearly the game, like, loves these characters and they wouldn't want you to ever do it. No, but they do, though. Like, it's there for you to do exactly that thing. Oh, also, I think it's this side. I went to the wrong place. You didn't think so? I mean, like, the like, evil, the, like, no mercy ending, it's hard. And it's punishing. The game, maybe you're meant to feel bad for it, maybe, but like the game wants you to do it. Like that's why it's there. It's the same way that like, so Dan Olsen's example was the NPCs in Dark Souls games are like dead, or like dying. Or you can kill any of them, and they give you stuff if you do. There's just like, do you want to kill this guy and get his armor, or do you want to get like his quests or whatever other, like whatever thing? The game literally begs you not to undo the happy ending. Well, but see, there's a question. Does the game beg you to do that, or do the characters in the game? Like Flowey comes out and begs you not to do it, but like that's not the game. That's Flowey. That's different. Like, there's a very different thing between the characters in a game saying something and the game itself. Like, what does that say about the game? If the game didn't want you to get the bad ending, I think they would try harder. Or it would just explicitly block you from doing certain things that you need to do. The fact that it's in the game and it's possible to do it means that the developer wants you to do it. You could argue the, like, challenge of it. And you can argue that, like, hey, you've done this and now you should feel bad is, like, the message, but it does still want you to do it. Like, that's why it's there. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm running out of grip. I think this is the extra spot for hard mode. come on, dude. I have to climb back up. I'm not going to survive otherwise. Let's look at the alternative. Let's say those choices weren't in the game at all. Yeah, then the game doesn't want you to do them. Okay. How does the game tell... Oh, hang on. Stop it, Dorman, I'm doing it! I'm doing the thing, Dorman! I don't have enough grip to stay on this thing. I wonder, there's gotta be like a nice safe spot here. I feel like near the spine is pretty close. Ah, son of a gun. I feel like I need to go after the hand next. Oh, I didn't turn around fast enough. Dang it. I could hear that one coming. I gotta focus. I gotta focus or I'm not gonna be able to defeat this guy. I don't even know how I ever beat it when I first played this game. Like, how do you climb down onto its chest without it throwing you off? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Boy, I did not deserve to make that jump every time. Like, I'm like a whole foot short, but they really give it to you. Oh, excuse me. I'm losing it a little bit, maybe. I'm losing my composure. Burping live on stream. I'll never live it down. Oh. Oh, that's not where I want to be. I wanted to get over a little bit. Okay, this one is not that strong of a sigil. That's good. Because I'm not going to get any opportunity to stab it. Come on. Oh, I need one more. I just need one more. Dorman, what do you think I'm doing? Did they not test this? Oh, man. No, come on. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, I can drop a little bit at least. Get under your belt. What do you think about that, huh? I'm on your belt. Oh. Come on, I need to see where I am. Oh, I did not recover enough stamina for this. One more hit, and we'll have it. I don't know if I had enough lizard tails. Oh, barely. Wow. That was a big one. I think I need a break after that. And something I always forgot about is that you do get a little bit of grip gauge from defeating a Colossus. Like, this makes you, like, slightly stronger somehow. So they definitely expect you to have... Like, this Colossus demands a lot of grip. Yeah, thanks for the good recovery. I mean, I kind of cheesed it by dropping down onto bits of his armor. I have no idea what she's saying. I think we have another cutscene, though. Okay, cool. You know what? Let's get through the cutscene, maybe. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking ahead. We get one of these first for the final. Just ahead of the final one. He's talking about the mystery horsemen, horse people, horse riders coming out to get us. Like the one with the mask on. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Let's finish up that discussion though. I think, yeah. Or are you saying that the alternative, let's say the genocide choices weren't in the game at all, so then how does the game tell off people who would do that if they don't have the path to walk down? But you have to make the choice for the game to confront you about it, and the game... People would never make that choice, and may never see it, and you wouldn't watch the ending on YouTube or do it yourself. You feel like the spirit of Undertale praised you for that. So, I mean, again, that feels like... I mean, this is what Dan Olsen's video is about, right? It feels like a Thermian argument where all of the characters in the game and all of the, like, dialogue and stuff would praise you for that. But maybe it's wrong for me to say that the game wants you to do this or that. Like, the developer intention is for you to do that. Is for you to do all possible routes. Because that's why they put them in the game. And so, like, the way that those are presented, and it's more so about saying that, like, the developers are responsible for providing you an environment to do those things, to make that choice. And so in a way, yeah, choosing to be a good guy and mercying everybody is clearly conveyed as the desirable outcome. Like, the ending of the, like, No Mercy run is miserable, and what's its name? Like, the evil character with the, you know, evil creepypasta character just kills you, the player. Which is more so about, like, I feel like that ending is more so about how, like, the fact that this is a thing you can do in the game is what's driving you. You're not, like, actually role-playing an evil person or being evil. The game provided you this option and you did it, and now the game says, okay, now you're done. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to destroy the game, right? So I don't know. Then that's what I mean where I feel like I wonder if Undertale kind of fumbles. Well, it does what it's trying to do. I think it does what it's trying to do very well. But it's also, there are other ways and maybe better ways to tell, like, to portray the difficulty of moral choice and what it really takes to do the right thing. Because, if anything, Undertale argues that evil is hard and good is easy, and I feel like that doesn't really pan out. You know what I mean? Like, the good route where you're a nice guy and you do all the right things is not hard. It's not hard in Undertale. But the evil one is hard. But you'll do a short rebuttal during the break so you don't keep me too long. Okay, sure. Well, I mean, I said my piece more or less. I don't have a lot to say because I'm also not like a good critic or critical like media type person to be able to discuss these things well. But I like these topics. Yeah, so I'll take my break and I'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy the music. Let's do Funky Bar 100 from Beyond Good and Evil, which is a track you don't hear in the game, but it's like in the game files. It's on the soundtrack. Hey, I'm back. And I've read I've read Rebuttal for Good Mantis. Yeah, wonder. Yeah, you took issue with the idea that the developers want you to do something because they put it in the game. You figured that in a world where nobody chose genocide or dark neutral routes, Toby Fox would have a little complaint about. He didn't want you to kill Papyrus, but he gave you the option to teach you a moral lesson. I mean, I agree with the sentiment that it would be pretty impressive if nobody had made those choices, and maybe Toby Fox would be satisfied with that. I think my thought more so is that, well, like, what purpose does it serve to give the player either option? Like whatever text you put in the game, whatever context, you aren't weighing them with equal weight. That's not what I mean. By providing both options at all, you are saying that it's permissible. Like, so when you design a game, you set your limitations. You can only do certain things. You can't fly in Shadow of the Colossus, right? Like, you can't just spread your wings and fly up and like go up into outer space. Like, there are limitations that you put on the game. And those, like, whatever the intentions of developers, that's like the natural state of the game. And it puts certain judgment values. I mean, it says something, right? Like, it has a message about just naturally by the presence of what you can and can't do, what your limitations are. Because I would say, yeah, that it doesn't accomplish the goal of deriding such choices because the option is there. Isn't really a critique of Undertale so much as the critique of the medium. There's really no other way to approach this kind of thing other than to include it in the work. See, I disagree on that because, like, if the message that you're sending is to deride, if the message that you're sending is to, it's not the right word I'm looking for. If you want to, like critique violence or condemn violence, that was the word. If you want to condemn violence, then violence itself should be, like, the villain of your story. It's kind of the problem that war movies have, right? Like, I forgot who said this. There's that famous quote that's like, no anti-war movie is actually, it can be truly anti-war. Just by depiction of war itself and people dying for their country, you kind of can't avoid pro-war interpretation, and like the context of the movie itself ends up embodying like those things that people like about war. That's a very poor way of phrasing it. My point being, though, that like violence isn't really the villain in Undertale, or well, violence is bad. Like, killing isn't the villain in Undertale because you're given agency to do that yourself, and the fact that, we can put it this way, the fact that there is bespoke content and endings for killing everyone and being violent and terrible is an incentive to do that. Like, the game itself incentivizes you to do that because there's stuff to see. That's what the game is critiquing. It'll make you feel bad about yourself, but it's like when you lampshade something, you are still doing the thing. Like, it is still a game where you are killing innocent monster. I say innocent. You're killing like monsters who have characters who have like their own lives and stories and lived experience, and it can make you feel bad about that, but people will do it because there's something to see there. I think Sans even probably has like a line about that. He's like, I know that you're just doing this because you can do it, because you think you can. And he really hates you for it. And the game, and it's, to be fair, right? what it does is that it puts up as many roadblocks as possible, but those roadblocks are in and of themselves challenges because it's a video game. And I don't know, I feel like, if anything, I feel like Undertale should have been the final nail in the coffin of the, like, you were bad all, like, you did a bad thing, gotcha. Right? Like, at this point, like, it was unique when Undertale did it, but now it's, cliche. Like, you know, Shadow of the Colossus is doing the same kind of gotcha at the end, which we're gonna see at the end, which is like, surprise, you were doing something terrible all along, and it's like, it's, you know, there was a time and a place for that, and we did it, and I feel like we need to move on from that, because, like, I almost don't want to uncork, I almost don't want to open this can of worms, but, like, a more modern instance of that I can think of is, like, The Last of Us 2, where they don't give you a choice, so, in that sense, it's even more, like, blatant about its messaging. I didn't get it. It's more blatant about its messaging because it wants you, like, that one only wants you to be violent and evil and kill people, and as a consequence feel bad about it at the very end. At the very end, we're like, we're gonna make you feel bad. But you don't get to progress and see the rest of the game unless you do that. So, it just feels very cynical in that case, where, like, we've done this before. We've done this in Shadow of the Colossus and Spec Ops: The Line and Undertale, and they all had unique things to say about it. And then we still have games that are trying to make this message, like The Last of Us Part 2, but they don't have anything new to say. It's just violence is bad because people have lives outside of what you experience of them, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it has other little things to say, but it's like things that we've seen, that we know. Like, I agree with you, violence is bad, but you didn't say anything else interesting about it. So, yeah. I guess the reason that I bring up Undertale in the first place at all, or the reason that I went off on this thing about Undertale at all, is that I think it could have been a good talking, like it should have been this final nail, and it hasn't been. So I'm like, what, like, in gaming spaces, like, what have we learned since then? If these are still the kind of games that are getting made and made popular at that. Wait, I didn't get this lizard already, did I? No, I didn't. It's like the lizards in this are, like, kind of a microcosm of, like, do you want to get stronger, or do you want to spare the creatures? And, like, you don't have to kill them. It's harder to not kill them, but that's what I'm doing here. And, like, this is from 2004, and we're still, like, having these discussions like they're new. I feel like. What? Sir? Are you getting blown away by the wind? I don't want to get its tail there because I won't be able to pick it up. Hello? It wasn't scared. Welcome to a new bug. I guess I'm not getting this tail. Alright, well. Sure, I'll save. No, you know what? I won't save, because maybe I can come back and get this. Oh, whatever. I mean, I won't, but whatever. Well, where are you going? Aggro. She's just thirsty. She's just thirsty. Is that a regular lizard or a glowing lizard? It's a regular lizard. We got birds. I won't disturb you, birds. Oh, and turtle. It's funny, this area near the final Colossus is like the most lush and green. I like that. It's like it's saying something. Right. And I think, funny enough, there's like another shrine like over here. But I'm just gonna go to the end. I don't know if I have enough grip gauge to do this handily or not, but we'll see. Wonder if I can jump higher if I get up first. This seems like the place if you want to get... If you want to get on a bird, though. Like, I'm pretty sure there's somewhere that has, like, there's a rare bird that's, like, a big one. And you can potentially get on that. But I don't remember where. Bye, birds. I'm going to a place where I think you won't want to follow. Yeah, this place is cool. Oh, I thought there was... I forgot the stairs are on the side. Yeah. Here you go, aggro. The mysterious gates. I think I have to get out here, right? I think the only other thing I was thinking of saying, because it's relevant to Shadow of the Colossus, is that in this instance, kind of like, well, Eco doesn't really condemn violence, does it? If this game condemns violence or killing, or it's trying to, then I think it fails, because very explicitly, violence, as we'll find, violence accomplishes what Wanderer was trying to do. Killing the Colossus gets you the ending. Wait a minute. What? Can I just not go up on that shrine with aggro? Okay. I just want to go on the shrine. Oh, I didn't see the entrance. Oops. For some reason, I thought going up the stairs would go around. You don't know if the message of this game is still black and white. That's true. More so what I'm trying to say is that if the game wanted to condemn... I think it doesn't condemn violence, but and yet that's kind of what a lot of people like to claim about it. Because if it were condemning violence, then you wouldn't... Then, like, accomplishing... You would accomplish your goal by doing something else, or all of this... destruction of the Colossus would amount to, like, nothing. Or to something bad. Aggro? Oh, good grief. Well, I didn't kill the lizard, this one. The final lizard was another aggro kill. I mean, it's kind of appropriate when we're talking about all this violence or anti-violence, or murder or anti-murder. It's like, I mean, here's maybe a more clear-cut example of, like, morality and, I think the example that Dan Olsen was, like, referencing without saying explicitly in his video is that, you know, if a game, for example, features, is a game where you play an assassin, and if and if you aren't restricted on who you kill, like anybody can be potentially killed, and it's just like, oh, you just have to be a good boy and only kill your target, but you can kill other people either intentionally or by accident, maybe because they spotted you or whatever. You're not supposed to, but you can. And then they set a level in a strip club with primarily female strippers. And it's like, they did make that decision to do that. And like, there's a history of violence against sex workers that is like it's not pretty, and it's also all too often casualized in media. And so you do want to critique that decision, because it's like, hey, you guys put this in the game. And clearly didn't think about how that would affect people. I don't know. It's like a similar thing of like, if something is in a game that you can do, then the creators have to be responsible for you doing it. I think that's what I really meant with the Undertale discussion, I guess. Oh yeah, Eco came out right beside GTA 3. It looked like a Paragon by comparison. People lauded Eco as a peaceful game. Yeah, it's true. You're not killing like any like obviously living people. That's for sure. And you're not killing cops, which apparently made people angry. But yeah, Ueda's games have a history of getting co-opted by violence in video games discussion. I think, and you know what? I think that's why I'm thinking so strongly about these things, is that we just have such a dearth of games that are either they outright condemn violence, or they just allow you to not, or they just don't require you to be violent as a video game player. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Oh, come on, aggro. You haven't let me down yet. I know what happens, and it's still hard to watch. You can say nothing. Hey, Mav. Quite a time to come back. I'm afraid I don't know if you caught that. What just happened. Yeah. The bridge was collapsing, and aggro threw us to safety. Another dead woman. Yeah, another dead woman. Yeah. It's still in. I don't know. I still find that it's, you know, it's not great. It's still fridging, but goddamn, I still find it very affecting, because she's been your companion this whole time. I think if you want to convey loss in a game, you really do have to make it something that's felt by the player, regardless of how they feel about, like, story elements. Yeah, it's just a freak accident, this one. But yeah. I can't help it. I'm indulging in the narrative, however problematic it may be. It's still, you know, it's our trusty horse, aggro. You know, aggro's a horse, but like usually animals have no stated gender, or tend to be male, unless they are of course gonna die. Yeah, I don't know why they chose for aggro to be a female horse, but it's in the manual. Like it's very clearly stated that to be that the case. Oh wow, I don't remember this part. Aggro's confused as male in the instructions of the... Oh, did the US game call aggro male by accident? Oh, that probably makes sense. Because I feel like I heard people refer to aggro as he, which is not correct. We gotta respect the correct aggro's chosen pronouns, after all. Ah, but here we go into the storm. After our greatest loss. Because who cares about Mono? Like, Mono... Like, really. Like, we don't really care about Mono, but aggro's the one that we care about. Oh yeah, Epona's the only one you can think of, and that's probably because she's named after a goddess. Oh, is that the name? The origin of Epona's name. Yeah, can't let Epona die. Although, in Majora's Mask, you think that she's been killed. Because the Skull Kid strongly implies it, but then you find her later and she's okay. Yeah, I like this Colossus. For, like, basically, like, the... I don't know that it's all interesting on its own, but, like, the battlefield and the, like, the whole scene and the music and everything. It's like we're being hit with artillery or something. Okay, this is it? Okay, this is it. Oh, that was a little far. Okay, this is serious time. I love it. I just love the, like, the vibes of this whole... I feel like vibes are even like, not quite the right word to use here. I like the attitude of this, the like, oppressive scenery. Yeah, it's like a whole building you've got to fight. And this is not even the biggest Colossus, but it feels like the biggest. Just by virtue of, was I supposed to go this way? I think maybe I am. Oh, I see it now. This looks like part of the wall, and I just sort of walked past it. And look, there's like bunkers. I think, somebody was, maybe it was Jacob Geller was describing this in his video about Shadow of the Colossus, like, this almost feels like the people who were here, who, like, created this Colossus or whatever, or did whatever ritual brought it here, like, set up all these defense, set up all these defensive things like they were desperately trying to avoid getting killed. Oh no. Oh, speaking of which. Oh, right into the bunker. Oh. Dang it. I'm sorry, Aggro, I failed you. It's not the first time a character's name would be confused in a manual. Noah or Lutz from Phantasy Star is called a woman. Oh, that's a common thing. Femme-presenting anime, like, Japanese characters getting confused for women is, tale as old as time, you might say. Oh, I thought this was the whole... Oh, crap. Okay, cool. I think I die again. Or I do, this. But I love that. I love it's just like... It's like the hand of God just, like, throwing down thunderbolts. It's terrifying. Like a good Colossus should be. Oh, as far as you know, his gender isn't stated in the Japanese manual. Yeah, that's odd. Like, I mean, that's the nature of Japanese language, right? You don't necessarily need to use gendered pronouns to talk about a character, or gendered terminology. And so you can write extensively about a character's bio and not say explicitly one way or the other. Oh, okay. Jeez, I almost did the same thing. I didn't dodge late enough. God. You can whistle, but she can't come. I almost wish they changed the whistle to just be like a very weak-sounding aggro instead. Like you try to call aggro and he just mutters to himself aggro. Oh no, oh I forgot. I gotta push off. Push down? Oh that's right, he changes his animation. Oh, no. Sorry. The jump away from a ledge feature has not featured especially prominently in the rest of this game, and I forgot. Let's see if I can get this on my second attempt this time. Yeah. Okay. We're just like running through the trenches now. Oh, wait. Oh, this is where you fall down and have to come back to, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can't just run up to the pedestal there. I remember that much. Oh, dang it. Really? Okay. Let's try that again. It's a long run. I think I have to go like right after it launches one. Let's heal up first, too. I mean, critically, this is also the only battle music that isn't, like, big and boisterous and bombastic. It's mournful. And at first you might think it could be mournful for anything. It could be mourning the loss of aggro. It could be mourning, like, the end of this ritual and what you've been doing. Ah, dang. Do I need to... I'm doing this the wrong way. Let's take this nice and easy. And we'll do it. Make it happen. I'm not going to heal up all the way, though. It's going to be too much. Oh, damn it. You're kidding. I was right here. I thought I did it exactly the right way. Okay. So I guess we go in there next? Oh, what? You changed. No, you can't do that. I heard you fire it and then... Well, we're almost at the end of the game, so I'm gonna go over the stream, the normal stream time if we have to. Or do the shots kind of track you, I guess. Yeah. Wow, great job. Oh, yeah, that was what I wasn't putting together. Okay. I don't remember having this much trouble with this particular Colossus before. Apologies. But yeah. But again, I think the sound comes in. The sound ends up being huge for this. No, get in the frickin'... Oh, we did. Close one. Yeah. I don't know, because I think I was thinking... Maybe I said this earlier in the streams. because I was wondering if, like, would it make more sense if, like, would it be more meaningful, or would it be like a better, would it be more like meaningful story to tell if like Aggro were like the one that we were doing all of this for? Like if Aggro had some kind of disease that could only be cured by like Dormant's magic. But then like but then I was rethinking it and I was like, well, but if we lose Aggro at the end of all of it, then that makes it like literally pointless, and like why would you continue to play the game? You know, except maybe out of spite for everything. Like it would make sense in a movie, I guess, where like the hero is just like has nothing left and is just throwing themselves at their task. But in a video game, it's kind of hard to justify that. So I don't know. And I think if this were more of a selfish ordeal, then it would be harder to make sense of it as something that like Wander would even do. Like, oh, he's just, I think it would be more obvious from the get-go. So like, I wonder how you could change the story so that it's not just like the typical rescue the woman plot. The barefoot, pure maiden, too pure for this world. Like, I don't know how you would change this to be about that. You would just have to change so many elements of the story, I think, that it's no longer this. But the hero's journey kind of sucks anyway. We can write better stories than that. And Campbell was a Nazi, so, you know, we don't have to follow Campbell's Hero of a Thousand Faces anymore, or whatever it was. You don't need to read that book to write a good story. Or wait, no, he was specifically a misogynist, because his idea was that women couldn't do the hero's journey, specifically. So yeah, John Campbell is not. Let's stop doing his storytelling book, please. It's very tiring to hear it's a very tired tale. The whole like Star Wars was based on a classic tale that spans all kinds of storytelling. No, it's like, stop, man. And I think, Mavrinthia, you even mentioned that, like, is it George Lucas's wife? Is it Marcia Lucas? At the time, she is often left out of the story of creating Star Wars, even though she was very important to it. She made a lot of key influence. Oh, here we go. And like kind of classic decision making. Yeah, she did a lot of edits on the script. Yeah. It feels like she feels like another Yoko Ono, where it's like, hey, you know that like Yoko Ono like wrote most of Imagine, that album that you really like so much, like that everybody likes so much. It's like, yeah. In spite of all his faults, even John Lennon admitted that, like, yeah, it should have been a joint. I should have acknowledged it as a joint creative endeavor, and he didn't do that. Oh, my back. Oh, dang it. What the? I guess its hand would come back. Hang on. I can do it. I can get it. Because, yeah. I wonder, because at some point... Trying to think of, like, it's a shame that she didn't get to have more say on, Empire. And that really, really hard to watch scene with old Han and Leia. That's supposed to be, it's supposed to be endearing, or whatever, or romantic. It's like, no wonder they didn't get along. No wonder they split up, even in, like, the remake, the sequel trilogy. Come on, Wander. Oh, it's making like grunting noises. I think I've got to get up its arm. I think that's right. What? What the heck am I? What the heck? What are you doing, Wander? I swear I know how to do this. You love the way this Colossus changes in its behavior. It starts so aggressive, but as you get closer to its view, it becomes more curious. Yeah, I think it's also scared. Because you got, like, its main defense are those, like, powerful bolts. And now that you're here, it, like, kind of can't move a lot. It's very limited in its mobility, so there's, like, once you're on it, it's kind of stuck. Wait, I forget. Do we have to stab its hand, maybe? Trying to remember. Yeah, it is trying to get a look at me, though, isn't it? Oh. Wanderer, come on. It's clinging on for dear life, my boy. There's a trick to this one. I'm trying to remember it. You can grab on, right? Oh, here we go, the arm. I got some of my grip back. I do like that there's this vocal cue, so you can listen for him going hit instead of having to watch the grip the whole time. What am I doing wrong? That's what I'm doing wrong. I'm a die. Oh, I made it. Dang it. This is what happens when you come back to a game after like 7 years or so. Someone forgot to put Colossi Advantix on their Colossus to prevent tiny hunters. Oh my god. I was actually just talking about with family about they have a new cat who they were like they really want to be able to like take them on a harness outside, but then you do have to treat them for like fleas and stuff, and it's just like, ah, that's such a pain in the neck. And they're lucky that one of their cats doesn't like to go outside anyway, so they like don't have to. But the new cat, they might have to like take it out. And of course they take it on the leash and they're careful about him. But yeah, it's or Colossus Advantix. I love it. There's so much processing going on, it's slowing down the game. Oh, that's right, I can't jump straight up there anyway. I do like the way we swing up, because he doesn't have a foot grip to help him go. For a second I thought he was doing that because the wind was really rough, but it's not that. Whoops. Come on. Come on, me hoy me boy. Get. Go on, get. Oh, oh, oh. This is so precarious. It's such a wonder that they got this game to work so well with the climbing, because even when it is janky, it like really works. it like still works somehow. It's good to put on your animals anyway, just in case someone treks in fleas and ticks. Oh yeah, like if somebody comes in from the outside. That's true. Oh, what? I got too close. Oh, did I really get so close? I like zapped myself. Oh man, that's the Advantix. It's only on the gauntlets. It's only on its bracelets. Oh god, god damn, god damn it. Oh, one of my arrows came. Oh, is it plucking out the arrows? Wow. How about that, huh? Some Colossus don't even have the hands to do that, but this one does. Which way am I climbing? You can't see me. Okay. Just trying to shake it off. What? Don't climb down? What's going on? Oh no. Oh, am I gonna lose it? I can't get a good spot to like climb up the arm. Oh, there we go. Go, 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 go. Oh. Okay, come on. Oh, careful not too close to the glow. The Advantix is gonna get me. Am I not close enough? Son of a gun. Okay. I thought I was close enough to make the jump, but no, I'm not. I probably should have... that was a safe spot. I could have recovered some. Okay, what if I stay in your palm? Will you, like, bring me close to your face? Okay, what do I do now? What do I do? What do I do? What are our options? I get it in the eye? I could climb up its arm again, but that doesn't help me. I think I just have to identify... Hang on, I have to identify the weak spot, don't I? There it is. Oh, shit. Grab, grab, grab. Dang. It knew what I was trying to do. I half remembered the step earlier, I just forgot where to shoot. Oh, I think I die. Oh, not quite. Honestly, I don't... Is that wrong? Is that wrong? Am I doing that wrong? I thought that was it, and then it brings you closer so you can leap onto its head. Am I just crazy? I mean, I want to get it. I want to get it because I've gotten it before. I feel like I'm there and I can't make the last piece of the puzzle. I forgot where to shoot. Because I know there's also, it's got the shoulder here, like maybe I'm supposed to climb up on that? I don't know how to get anywhere from here. Any closer. Anyway, it's cool how this whole thing looks like a cathedral of some kind. Much like Dorman's, like prison in the, or so to speak, in the big cathedral area. There's this very, like, there's a sense of the terror and imposition of the church as like a dangerous and deadly power. Like its authority only exists as a result of fear. I feel like there's a lot of like that kind of commentary in Japanese media. Like they've had a lot of run-in, like their sort of experience of colonialism via Christianity has been very particular. Huh? What? Okay. Let's try that again. I think I had to be like on the fur and I was like kind of wrong. Here I was complimenting the game on how the climbing always works. And I kind of like, I found another scenario where it didn't quite line up. Ah, dang. One thing I've never totally figured out, I guess it's camera relative, right? The climbing? Sometimes it feels like it isn't, sometimes it feels like it isn't. Okay, now we're here. Oh, you shitting me. Though the textures on the skirt, yeah, even on like the feet, they're like on neat detail. That was weird. We got stuck sideways. I think I've seen a speedrun of this game before, but people tend to do it on like the time attack. And there aren't any especially interesting skips or things, I don't think. From what I remember. It's more like finding the plants for each sigil. Which is what they're called. Oh yeah, there's also these, we have these like cast iron fences that look very, like, kind of creepy and worn down. There's like this haunted house element to this too. Yeah. I see what you're saying with the textures on the skirt. There are like these tall arches and like these red markings that are like kind of, they have kind of demonic look to them. And then underneath, instead of being covered in hair and stuff, there's like this sort of black, there's sort of this like undulating mass. It's like it's infused with all of this, like, all of this light energy or electrical energy or whatever it might be. Wander? Buddy? There we go. Oh, there's a skip on the third Colossus that's really fun. Oh. I gotta look up those speedruns again, because I love that stuff. I love breaking the games in fun ways. Any kind of game, really. Nope, we're not getting around fast on this one. And yeah, looking at the fur, I don't think it really moves at all, which is like what modern fur simulation tends to be about. Oh, okay. It's like they have, I feel like they have a bunch of textures that have a lot of transparency to show off the fur, but it's like they have all these sort of textures sticking out at angles, kind of the way that you do grass. I wonder if that's kind of what it looks like, actually. Now I think about it, there's kind of a grass texture going on. Okay. We shoot at the arm again? No? Ah, that's right. It'll grab its shoulder because it's like, oh, the shoulder's not as risky to grab as, like, my face. And I'm like, oh no, now it's got up on my shoulder. What do I do? Oh, quickly. Wonder, get on somewhere that you can grab. No, what the f... What was that? Grab, you fool. Okay, that's... Oof. Fur, fur, fur. Fur! There's fur freaking right here. There we go. Oh, you're really swinging around, aren't you? I love the perspective on some of these head sigils where you're looking at the creature's face. You're looking at a Colossus face as you kill it. It's demanding your attention. Maybe trying to make you feel bad, but also like they are giant monsters trying to kill you. So it might be hard to feel empathy for that. Like you don't really know their true nature. But I don't know, monsters are often code for like outsiders. They could be... You could take like a queer reading to a lot of like monster killing stories. Or monster fighting stories. You know, Undertale certainly asks that. Going back to that discussion. Oh, he's tripping, he's falling over. No, I don't want to grab on it, I wanted to crouch. Okay, that's fine. Oh, no. Oh, close. Oh, I got close. I got greedy. Because it does more damage, but like, why? I could get like 2. Okay, that wasn't good enough. Yeah, just kind of writhing because it can't go anywhere else. Here we go. Oh, it's got more of a voice. See, some of these Colossus have more of a, like, human-sounding voice than others, don't they? You don't get to hear it a lot. Yeah, and the music doesn't really change, yeah. When you get to the bass for the first time, there's a little bit. The music swells a little bit, but you keep the same theme. It's very oppressive, and it's, like, appropriately final. Ah, dang. It'd be kind of funny if you had to trick this one into smacking itself in the face. Oh. Somehow get your sword stuck in it so that it stabs its own sigil. That would be interesting. At this point, I'm just waiting for the vocal cue. Wander's vocal cue. Oh, I almost got it. If I, like, did it immediately, I would have got that. Power of the lizards, guide me! Give me strength! I spared your lives that I might slay these creatures. Oh, careful. I got a little bit of grip back. I don't think it was worth it, though. Okay, we got it. The final Colossus. It collapses under its own weight. Run, Wander, run! Oh. Oh, we're like falling down through the thing. Into darkness. Wow. Now it's time to see what happens now. Does Dorman make good on his promise? Does Dorman make good on their promise? I'm still learning, y'all. I'm doing my best with pronouns. I don't know. I say I like the idea of they, them for Dorman since it has multiple voices and is not, it's like a different kind of entity. Yeah, similar patterns. Oh, that's the priest, I think? I think the priest has a name, but I don't remember what it is. And they kept the crossbows that... I think they had crossbows in, like, the demo reel that they did for this one. It was codenamed Nico. That's cool. That's why they had... That's kind of where a lot of these character models came from, too. But I guess they originally come from Eco, don't they? They're like the men that take Eco to the castle. I was gonna call the priest Morshu, but I don't think that's it. Iman, there it is. Morshu is the guy, Morshu is the vendor from Zelda: The Faces of Evil. That's not him. That's not Iman. Iman is his own Lord Iman as the mask. You're too late. Uh-huh. It's bright and sunny here now. The clouds have parted. really battered. I think you have frostbite, Wander. Those fingers don't look healthy. Huh. No subtitles for that. I like that you don't even see Wander appear. He's just there. Like we never get to see what happens exactly. Yeah, Wander looks a little different now, huh? Oh, the part that isn't subtitles is partly a repeat of Emon's speech from the start of the game. With where the mask... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember what you mean, where his mask is floating above the map. Ah, I don't remember that line. But maybe he means just the dead Colossus, not implying that the Colossus have the spirits of the dead in them. I don't know, I still like that idea. That each Colossus has the spirit of, like, a priest or someone who gave themselves to embody it. Oh, is he cursed because he has horns? Like Eco? Oh, that's a bloody-looking sword, or it's just copper. Doesn't that look familiar? Oh, he's still in there. Wander's still there somewhere. Chilling. Well, I always noticed what? No, there's no way people never noticed Mono responding to him pulling the sword out. Like, they cut to her. What do you mean? You can hear it. She makes a sound. People didn't notice that? They must have. That. There's one more Colossus in the game. Oh, it wasn't the remake. Man, people need to play the original. How did they get that wrong in the remake? That's crazy. Like the Blue Point remake or like the PS3 one? Anyway, we're in the middle of a thing now. Oh, the PS4 version? Yeah. Man. Big oof, Blue Point. That's kind of important. It's kind of important that that happened. That moment. Yeah. Except this time, the Colossus is us. We do get to be a Colossus after all. Bam! I'm gonna destroy this place. I'm trying to turn around. Maybe we gotta get to Mono. Get to Mono! But we can jump a little bit. I think I was too close to the wall. Oh, and we have a breath move. That's it. Instead of calling aggro with X, which is your normal, like, you know, voiced thing, you can do this. Rah. Oh, you learned it recently alongside a lot of other Redditors, so it felt like new info. Yeah, that's so funny that it just wasn't in the remake, and so it ends up being a new thing. Little details from the original that I think are pretty obvious, like just aren't known. Yeah, that's why I have mixed feelings on remakes, even when somebody does them really well, like Blue Point usually do. Because people will insist that the latest remake is the definitive version of a game, and like you do lose out on something. Even if they get everything exactly right, like you do lose out on the original. Oh, frame rate went way up there for a second. Like even if they included that little detail, I think you would still. The aesthetic is all different, and like the experience of playing this one, you can't have in a remake. We're not done yet. The power of the sword. Oh, you have the Kingdom Hearts? Oh no. Uh-huh. I'm gonna stay in here to make sure everything's okay. Oh, clean Mickey. Oh no. I like to think that this only works because Dorman is like weaker. Is weaker because he's using Wander's body. Because otherwise, like, why wouldn't they have done something like this, you know, hundreds of years ago? I'm trying everything. No. Mono, I'm sorry, Aggro. Forgive me, Aggro. I couldn't save you. These guys have to get away. Yeah, this part is the most impactful for you, selling Wander's care for Mono. Because as a player, you're resisting, you know, just to do that. Because it's the only thing you can. But as the character, he wants to be with her. Yeah. And I think it'd be easy to dismiss resistance of just like Dorman doesn't want to get sealed away, but it's pretty clear up until the transformation that Wander's spirit is still there, like he's strong-willed enough to still be present. Yeah, I feel that. We do have to contend with how it's like we still have like a woman fridged for the plot to happen here. Like to put it in perspective, like if Mono were a man instead, if there were two men here, then like yeah, there's no alternate ending. This is what you get. This is how it is. But you imagine like if these were both men, would people have the same reaction? I think I would, but I'm easily manipulated by music. It's the one form of interaction the player gets that's directly related to Mono. Yeah, I get that. Of trying to run away from the thing. I think maybe the only mistake that's made in there is that the camera is pointed toward the pool when it could have been pointed towards Mono. I even pressed L1 and like R2 and stuff, and it didn't change the perspective at all. Again, one small thing that I would personally do differently with this. But anyway, there's a very important moment coming up here. This is the one that's the most impactful moment for me in the game. Yeah. Oh, or what if Wander was a girl and Mono the boy without shoes? Oh, Wander has to fight all those Colossus without shoes? Damn. Better have a good calluses on his feet. Oh, this kills me every time. She made it back. She was okay after all. Yeah. And they recognize each other. Aggro's here for Mono. Because you think of it, it would be so bad, right? The bridge is collapsing, you know, Wander is gone. If Mono was here by herself, that would be so awful. But Aggro's here to help her. Still, like the girlies survive and support each other. Gal pals, they go on their own adventure now. And the Colossus are dead, so they get to enjoy a peaceful world that's like lush with life. And they don't have to go around killing stuff. But yeah. I also love this end sequence where you can contemplate your destruction as well. I don't know, like there's this like how mournful the music is. And even though I guess each of the Colossus is a piece of Dorman sealed away, they're also kind of like these beautiful creatures. It's like a tragedy as well. I mean, you know, this is another reason why, like, Ueda's games take over. Like you said earlier, I think Crooked Manus, you said this earlier, that Ueda's games tend to dominate the, like, discussion of violence and non-violence in video games. Yeah. And there was one, that was the one who's scared of fire, and we knocked it off the cliff to break its armor. Yeah. And so far, so... Well, I won't get ahead of myself. I'll wait. Because there's more after the credits roll. To talk about connections with Eco, like just like world building-y things and shared mythology, maybe. But yeah, and such a small team, 35 people, I think I read, was supposedly the team for Shadow of the Colossus. They have like one person on so many of these tasks. Like there's one person on the like particles and something else a minute ago. Oh, my neck is a little stiff. It's like the bridge itself was tied to Dorman the same way the statues were tied to Colossuses. Huh. Maybe you should just try the bridge before. Oh yeah, so that nobody could go back here. That's true. I don't know. I think Wander would have like rappelled down the cliff or something. Oh, Acro's broken leg. Oh, it's so bad. I think a detail that most people won't know, unless you're really bad, unless you really try to, is I'm pretty sure if Acro gets hurt badly in, like I think she has some level of health, and if she gets hurt badly in a fight, then she will start limping, like this. But I mean, we didn't see it at all. Like I've never actually seen it myself. I think I saw it in some other video of somebody playing. Oh, but what's this? A boy with horns. Oh yeah, we got voices. We got the two different voices for Dorman. We'll try hitting buttons. Oh. Hit X. Acro's like, oh shit. Oh, not this guy again. I had enough trouble. Wow. Aggro reaction. Aggro live reaction. And now she's a mom too. Kind of, yeah. I mean, I think this is the part of the game that's so confusing and that people talk about, where it's like, yeah, you control the baby cries. Well, I think the implication is that that's Wander. He's been reduced to baby. As like to cleanse him, maybe? That's how I always interpreted that. He gets pulled into the pool, and then there's a baby in there. And he's got the same kind of horns that he had when he got possessed. That's what I always thought. And who knows if Mono even knows that. So this ending sequence, I don't know where people like to interpret this as like like being the start of like, oh my gosh, this looks a lot like the castle in Eco. This must be like Mono becomes the queen and creates the castle, but that's like that doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense. But I think what makes more sense is that maybe Dorman is related to the like horns, children born with horns. Or that just like children being born with horns is related to demons or some kind of a curse. But we never like learn, at least so far, we don't know what that curse is or what it can mean. But hey, also, this like sacred seal, this forbidden sealed land has like a deer in it. all this life and living things. Like this place is so full of life. You would never have known. And yeah. Mono and Agro and Baby will be able to live here because it's like there's you know, the other creatures are able to live here. Yeah, deer. Oh, I can still make the baby cry. We're too far away, though. Yeah, deer! Yeah. Deer, tortoises, lizards, birds, trees, fish. Fish! I don't remember seeing fish. Did we see fish before? I know we saw a lot of animals up until now. It's this, I think it's this shot especially. This looks like a level that you could traverse around, doesn't it? But it's just, I think they just put detail into it. And this is the best shot that you get to see of it. Well, they exist in some lakes, yeah. Or where are they gonna get milk from? You don't need milk. You don't need like cow's milk or anything. Maybe there are goats somewhere. Yeah. And we follow the bird with the music of the Forbidden Land. Yeah. So yeah, so exactly also, yeah, why the... See, I think the sacrifice is a lie, actually. Because it's specifically... They talk about sacrificing boys with horns in Eco, but they get taken to the queen's castle where they're put in sarcophaguses. I'm thinking that that's like a lie perpetuated by the queen so she can get minions. And like her sarcophagus, like the horned children are stronger than like normal people, and they'll like grow strong. And so they're strong enough to be like her minions in the castle to protect her and like do her bidding and stuff. So I think it's just a lie perpetuated by the queen, because they bring those children specifically there. And there's no mention of a curse in this one except that Mono is cursed for some reason, and we don't know why. Like, maybe they knew somehow that Mono was going to have a boy with horns, but I don't know how you'd know that. Oh, you're right, this does loop with the intro, because it goes back to a bird, a hawk, and a storm. Well, yeah, there it is, the end. Or an end. Because here's the thing. We can continue. And I'm going to put this one here. So we have the broken seal, and then a completed file. 2 for second playthrough. Because what we can do is, I think, I forget exactly how this works, but now we can do time trials where you go up to a Colossus statue and you can like fight it, and if you beat the time, like the developer time, or if you beat the target time, then you unlock like the first stage of like extra goodies. Like there's a parachute and a different sword. There's like whistling arrows, which I don't remember. I don't know what those are supposed to help you to do. I think just a bunch of stuff that they wanted to have in the game and they couldn't justify it, or like there was no use for it for Colossuses. Also, we only have to skip 2 cutscenes to get here, whereas in Eco we had to skip like 7. And now that, like, going from the end of the game there, back here, we can, like, the most obvious thing to me is Wander's hair. Like, it got really dull and dark over all that time, and, like, now his face is, like, almost spotless. Like, look at his neck. Like, he's all fresh and clean, like he's had a shower. And Agro! Agro! Do you remember? Does she know she's walking away from you? She's like, no, not again. Agro, let me encourage you. I'm so glad to see Agro. I'm so glad you're okay. Agro, hold up. Agro, you lived. But yeah, we can do those time trials. One of them, It's basically, the nice thing about it is that it's like, it's not each Colossus unlocks a different thing, it's X number of Colossus unlock a thing. So you can do the ones that you want in whatever order. One of them does change aggro to be all white for some reason. Like, it changes her to be like Lord Emon's horse. And I don't want to get that one. But I might do some of these off stream and then come back. Because I think next stream on Thursday, I want to fly on a bird, and I want to travel up the cathedral as much as we can. Because there's stuff we can do. We can like explore a little bit and have a little fun. And then after that, on Monday, unless my schedule changes, we're going to start The Last Guardian, which I've had sitting here like for months on my shelf, like right next to my computer. It's like I can see it. It's right over there. It's right over there. Making me feel guilty. But yeah. When everyone's played that aggro still dies because she's a lame horse and traditionally they've been killed. Nah, no. Lame horses are typically like... That's typically done when you've got like a workhorse or like a racehorse. But aggro's neither of those. Aggro's a friendly horse that Mono recognizes her when she wakes up. And she can recover from her injury, probably. That would be... You could take that rating, but I choose not to. I choose to believe that aggro is good. Oh, we can cure those horses now. Like, we can actually... I mean, I always assumed that you could fix a broken leg on a horse, right? It's just hard. Or is it that... Or is the cure not that? Because I noticed you put in quotes, Math. It takes a bit of work? Okay. Because, you could do the normal human things, but then you also have to make sure that the horse doesn't move around too much. I guess horses are smart, so... You don't really cure a leg, you fix it or let it heal. Yeah, yeah. If you're able to, like, set the broken bones, or... I don't know what a horse cast would be like. I would think horses are smart enough to recognize what you're doing with that, though. I guess the outcome is that the healed leg won't be as strong as it was before, and so people historically wouldn't bother to do that. Which is shitty, they should. Ah. I feel like there is a way through this. Nah. I have heard tell that if you build up enough grip meter, you can climb like the outside of the cathedral to get up to that area in the end screen, in the end credits. And there's like, you can like wander around there. So that's one of the things that I do want to do. I don't know if I'll be able to build up enough grip gauge to do that for next stream, but I'd like to think about it. Oh yeah, let's see if we can dive off into the water here. Why does Aqua sound like she's on the other side of the wall? She's not. Never mind. It requires like so much stamina, yeah. I think what I heard was multiple playthroughs to do it. And this is hard mode. So I don't know. Maybe I won't do that. Oh, you know what I should do? Okay, backtrack. Redo. Redo. What I should do is... next stream will be... Oh, it was too shallow. Oops. It's just a sigil because I wasn't fighting a Colossus. What I should do is we'll start The Last Guardian next stream. If I, on some future Saturday or regular Saturday stream, I might do, we can do like Shadow of the Colossus fun stuff, but I have to like, oh, I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to press circle in case like he does something. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Oh wait, they didn't do the lighting right. Look, the lighting's on his face even though we're behind the the platform. The lighting's all baked in lighting. Ding. Okay. Anyway. Hi, aggro. You know, I've only done... Can we, like, pet her nose or something? I feel like we should be able to, like, feed her fruit. Maybe that's asking too much. Aggro's, like, nodding. Yes, you should be able to feed me fruit. Yeah. So there we are. We never got to see aggro, like, come up to... Whoops. No, I didn't want to do that. We didn't get to see aggro walk up to Mono on her own. But let's bring her up here. Just to do that, just to have us all in frame. Yeah. Well, thank y'all for joining me. So yeah, so now we're starting the Last Guardian Net stream. I'm walking back what I said before. Because I would like to do those other things. They'll be fun, but they need preparation. So yeah, thank y'all for joining me. Always a pleasure. We had a lot of good discussion there on, like, game things. And morality systems and stuff. And I still feel like if Shadow of the Colossus wanted to critique... Well, I think we agreed on this one. If Shadow of the Colossus wanted to be critical of, like, killing and violence, then Wander would not have succeeded in what he was trying to do, and he did. He revived Mono. She came back to life as a result of his actions. And so I'm wondering, like, what... I mean, it almost makes me wonder, like, what did Lord Emon mean when he should atone for what he's done? Because Dorman got vanquished, I guess. I don't know. But maybe Dorman is just trapped inside of Wander's baby body now. Don't know. The end of this game is very... Like, Eco was very straightforward. This one, not so much. But hey, gal pals live together in the garden, and it's great. So, thank y'all again for joining me, and until next time, I'll be seeing ya.